25-yard line.
To the right. Hey, tight back. There you go. Right two. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Carry on Johnson.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now Johnson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Murray. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
That's good.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35. 11 yards there, first down. Murray now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here's Stafford. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. This will be from 49 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Intercepted by the Lions.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
On first down, Johnson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Stafford flushed out right. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Johnson. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 7, Stafford. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play. And it'll move the chains. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st down, Johnson. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3, ball on the 7.
It's a gain of 7.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2.
Brought down at the 2.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Called it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Here's Bonham. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson. His 6th touchdown of the season. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7, Cardinals nothing. Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken at about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And all this is taken in one hand, and what a catch. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pick
one-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though.
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film section. He'll be saying, hey, run that one back, coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that again.
One more time.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Throwing is Murray on third down. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Will Harris. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Intercepted.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season
December.
of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On second down, here's Stafford. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play, and facing a 2nd and long. Johnson, and they'll lose yardage here, knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
6-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Nice play, man.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't. And that's caught inside the 35.
Here we go. Here we go.
Touchdown, Cardinals. Denzel Mims, 77 yards. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Stafford. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Looking deep for Adams. They got his man complete. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
First down.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Stafford escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones.
7 yards. And it's
Here's Jack Fox now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this 2nd half. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cooper, and they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They'll try the left side. It's Cooper. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Lions' 42-yard line.
At 25 to the mic. We go 25 to the mic. Here we go.
On second down, it's Cooper. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Shotgun now from Murray. He'll air this one out from Mims. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. 20, 10.
You like that?
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. It turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Murray to air it out again. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go to Johnson again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Stafford now to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is brought in at the 21. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Cooper. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try the left side. It's Cooper. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Cardinals. And even 50 yards on the ground. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. This is caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Cardinals 14. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. Now here's Johnson. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Carrier. The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 24, Stafford, rush coming, and he's taken down.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the gun, Stafford. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chandler Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Take it at the 37. before they can get the punt away whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He'll air this. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Great start to the second quarter. Better than 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 16.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd down now. It's Cooper, and he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cooper. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Out of the gun, here's Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, I don't know if careless is the right word there, but bottom line, here in the 4th quarter tie game, you can't do that.
You sure can, Brandon, and not only do you give up the lead, now you've got to turn around, punt it away from your own 20 as well. So it's really a double whammy, but time's starting to become a factor.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A very solid gain of 27. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
At the 41-yard line.
Here's Johnson. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now. But that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now Stafford. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 28-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Stafford, nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the gun, Stafford, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try and run. This is Johnson into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to
another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. To Johnson again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 7 yards there and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He'll buy some time right. This one caught by Isabella. And he goes out right around the 39. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Play fake. Murray. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Incomplete. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Murray. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray able to connect with Mims. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Murray to throw. Eluding the pressure. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 40-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Check right 46. Check right 46. What's the twist?
Today's final score.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Detroit, it's a 4th win on the year as they move to 4-9. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.